Hello guys, welcome again to our channel. So this time, we are going to find the standard equation of an ellipse given the foci and the sum of distances from the foci. Okay, so our given example, we have f sub 1 is equal to negative 3, 0, and f sub 2 has the coordinates of 3, 0. Then sum of the distances from the foci is equal to 10. So, kung mapapansin natin, doon pa lamang sa ating given, which is negative 3, 0 na ating focus, or F1, and 3, 0. So, we can conclude that the ellipse is horizontal. So, paano ba natin masabi na horizontal ang ating ellipse? So, kapag ang may value natin is x, so, and then 0 yung ating y, so ito ay horizontal, and since 0 yung ating y, ang ating ang center ng ating ellipse ay nasa origin. So mapapansin natin na madali natin makikita kung nasaan ang kanyang equation. So then ang kanyang sum of distances is equal to 10. Since siya ay ang kanyang center ay nasa origin, so gagamitin natin ang standard form ng ellipse na ito, na nasa origin ng kanyang center. So this is our formula kapag ang ating center ay nasa origin. So we have x squared over a squared plus y squared over b squared is equal to 1. So, mapapansin natin, para lang makuha natin ang ating standard equation, ang kailangan lang natin malaman ay the value of A and the value of B. Then, we get the standard equation of the ellipse. So, how can we find the value of A and the value of B? So, if we notice, so for example, this is our ellipse. So, if we have this point, for example, so the distances, for example, from f sub 1, for example, this one, and the distances from this point to f sub 2, okay, based on the concept of the ellipse, so we say that the sum of these distances, the sum of these two distances is equal to the 2a, equal to the major axis of an ellipse. So for example, if it is a, then it is another a, so the whole major axis is 2a. The value of major axis is 2a. Therefore, if we add the distance, this distance to this distance, it is equal to the distance from this point to this point. For example, sabihin if we have the sum of distances from the foci, which is 10, so ibig sabihin nun, itong distance na ito plus this distance is equal to 10, and ibig sabihin from this point to this point, ang kanyang value din is equal to 10. So therefore, ang ating 2a, so we have the value of 2a is equal to 10. Then, to get the value of a, so we can divide this by 2, and divide this by 2, so let us write the equal sign at the center. So a, we have the value of a is equal to 5. Okay, so we can get the value of a. Then how about the value of b? So balik tayo dun sa ating focus. So pwede nating makuha ang ating C mula dun sa ating given focus na negative 3, 0, and positive 3, 0. Kung papansinin natin, so mula sa origin papunta sa negative 3, mula sa origin papunta sa negative 3, meron tayong 3 units which is equivalent to C, because in our diagram this is our C. So ang C natin ay yung mula dun sa kanyang center of the ellipse papunta dun sa ating f sub 1 at saka dun sa ating f sub 2. So for example, kung meron tayong f sub 1 which is negative 3, 0, so we have 3 units to the left and 3 units to the right. So ibig sabihin, the value of C is equal to 3. So therefore we have the value of C is equal to 3. Then how will compute the value of B if we have already the value of A and the value of C? So to get the value of B, we have the formula square root of A squared minus C squared. So by computing and by substituting the value of A and C, so we have square root of 5 squared minus 3 squared is equal to square root of 5 times 5, so we have 25, then minus 3 times 3 is equal to 9, then so square root of 25 minus 9 is equal to 16, therefore we have 16 is equal to 4. Therefore the value of B is equal to 4. The value of A is equal to 5. So ang kailangan lang natin para makuha natin ang standard equation ay yung value ni A and value ni B, para mailagay lang natin siya doon sa ating standard form. So since ang A natin is 5, so A squared, so we can get A squared, we can get A squared is equal to 5 squared, which is equal to 25, and our B squared is equal to 4 squared, which is equal to 16. So therefore meron tayong value ng A squared which is 25 and B squared which is 16. So now pwede na agad nating makuha o maisulat ang ating standard form. So the standard form is x squared over our A squared is 25 plus y squared over our B squared is equal to 16 is equal to 1. So therefore this is our standard equation of our ellipse. In our second problem, we are going to find the standard equation and the foci given the vertices and minor axis. So the given vertices are, so B sub 1, the coordinates are 2 minus square root of 61 and negative 5, and B sub 2 has the coordinates 2 plus square root of 61 minus 5, and the length of minor axis is 12. So this is our standard form of an ellipse na kung saan ang kanyang center ng ellipse ay wala sa origin. So ibig sabihin, ang ating center ay hindi wala siya sa 0, 0 or origin. So ano ba ang ating gagawin para makuha natin itong ganitong standard form ng ellipse? So ang kailangan lang natin makuha dito is the value of H, the value of K, then the value of A, and the value of B para makuha natin ang standard equation. So ngayon, paano natin makukuha yung ating center ng ellipse na h and k? So kung titingnan natin doon sa ating b sub 1, so the x coordinate is 2 minus square root of 61, and the x coordinate of b sub 2 is 2 plus square root of 61. Then the y coordinate of b sub 1 is negative 5, which is the same to the y coordinate of b sub 2, which is negative 5. So ibig sabihin, ang ating ellipse ay horizontal, o ibig sabihin ng ating major axis, ang major axis natin ay naandun sa ating x-axis dahil parehas yung kanilang y na negative 5. Ang magkaiba lang nila is yung ating x coordinate. Ibig sabihin, may point dito na nito yung dalawang point ng ating 2 minus square root of 61 at saka 2 plus square root of 61. Okay, so para makuha natin kung nasaan ang center o midpoint, center o midpoint ng b sub 1, ng distance between b sub 1 and b sub 2, so pwede nating i-add. We add the x coordinate, add natin si x coordinate of b sub 1 by the x coordinate of b sub 2 para malaman natin kung gaano kalayo yung kanyang distance. And then pwede natin i-divide by 2 maya para makuha natin kung nasaan ang midpoint o gitna ng ating distance between b sub 1 and b sub 2. So dito kailangan natin convert yung square root of 61 sa exact number para makuha natin at ma-solve natin kung ano yung kanyang value. So yung square root of 61 is approximately, so yung square root of 61 is approximately equal to 7.8. So if we have 2 minus square root of 61, so we can have 2 minus the value of square root of 61, which is 7.8. Okay, so we have negative 2 minus 7.8. The answer is negative 5.8. And then to the b sub 2, so magkakaroon tayo ng 2 plus 7.8 is equal to, magkakaroon tayo ng 2 plus 7.8 is equal to 9.8. Okay, so kung meron na tayo ngayong negative 5.8, ibig sabihin itong negative 5.8, ito ang katumbas ni 2 minus square root of 61. So pwede natin siyang i-plot sa ating Cartesian plane. At si 9.8 naman, siya ay equivalent dito sa ating 2 plus square root of 61 na may kapartner na negative 5. So pwede na natin ngayong i-plot na sa ating Cartesian plane yung ating negative 5.8 para malaman natin kung nasaan si b sub 1 at nasaan si b sub 2. So 5.8, so this is let us add negative 6. So 5.8, let us approximate. So 5.8 then negative 5. So let us approximate 5.8 and then is our negative 5. Negative 5. Okay, so this is our b sub 1 with the coordinate of 2 minus square root of 61 and negative 5. Then yung atin namang b sub 2, so we have 9.8 and negative 5. So this is 9, let us approximate 9.8, then we have negative 5. So this is our 9.8 negative 5 approximately. So this is now our b sub 2 with coordinates 2 plus square root of 61 negative 5. Okay, so alam natin ngayon ang ating b sub 1 and b sub 2. So ang sunod natin gagawin, kailangan natin malaman kung nasaan ang midpoint nitong ng distansya mula sa b sub 1 hanggang b sub 2 para malaman natin yung center ng ating ellipse. So regardless of our sign, negative 5.8 pwede nating i-add regardless of the sign. So negative 5.8 pwede nating gawin 5.8 plus 9.8 para makuha natin yung distance between b sub 1 and b sub 2. So if we add 5.8 plus 9.8 is equal to 15.6. So therefore the distance between b sub 1 and b sub 2 is equivalent to 15.6. Then to get the midpoint, let us divide this 15.6 by 2 para makuha natin kung nasaan ang gitna ng ating distance. So 15.6 divided by 2 is equal to 7.8. So ibig sabihin ang ating midpoint ay mula sa midpoint natin meron tayong 7.8 to the right and meron tayong 7.8 to the left. So gamitin natin itong so this point is our 9.8. Let's say ito yung 0.8 natin, 0.8. So magsisimula tayo sa 9 pabalik, so bibilang pa tayo ng 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is our 7.8. Then tapat natin sa negative 5. Okay, so this is our center. This is the center of our ellipse. So let us get the coordinates of the center. So the coordinate is positive 2, negative 5. So let us try kung tama din dito yung ating 7.8 to the left. So let's say ito yung 5.8 natin. So this is 0.8. Then 7 pa kanan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. So this is the 0.8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So tapat siya ng 2. So 7.8. So ang ating center, ang coordinates ng center natin is 2, negative 5. So ngayon pwede na agad nating ilagay dun sa ating alam na natin ang ating H at saka yung K natin. So pwede na natin isulat yung ating but wait, ang sunod na lang natin kailangang malaman is the value of A and the value of B. So, kung ang ating distance mula sa center hanggang dito ay 7.8 or square root of 61, then ganon din dito 7.8 or square root of 61. So, square root of 61 is our value of A. So, square root of 61 is the value of A. So, A is equal to square root of 61. Then to get the squared, so let us square yung a natin. Then square natin sa square root of 61. So we have a squared is equal to, let us cancel the square root and the square. So we have 61. Therefore, the a squared is equal to 61. And then, ang nawawala lang natin is si b squared. So, according to our problem, the length of minor axis is 12. So, ibig sabihin, ang minor axis natin ay naandito sa y-axis. Kung siya ay mayroong haba o may distansya sa na 12, so, ibig sabihin, yung b natin is equal to 6. So, ibig sabihin, b, yung b natin, b is equal to 6. Because yung ating minor axis na yon, yung 12, ay that is 2b. So, dalawa siyang b, kaya siya ay 12. So, ang kalahati ng 12 ay 6. So, squaring our b, and squaring our 6, so b squared is equal to 36. So we can now write our standard equation by substituting our h, which is at 2, -5, and then using our a squared 61 and b squared 36. But take note, when we are writing the h and k, so we are going to get the additive inverse of these coordinates. So if we have positive 2, so magkakaroon tayo ng negative 2 if we substitute to our formula. So this is now magiging x minus negative 2 then squared over ang ating a square is equal to 61, then plus y, the quantity y minus ang ating k is -5, so the additive inverse of -5 is 5, so that is y minus 5 squared over ang b squared natin is equal to 36, then is equal to 1. Then let us simplify this. So we can have x, negative times negative is positive, so we have x plus 2 squared over 61 plus quantity y minus 5 squared over 36 is equal to 1. So therefore this is our standard equation of the ellipse based on our problem. And meron pa tayong hinahanap na isa. Ang hinahanap natin is the minor axis. So how can we find the minor the foci. So we are going to find the foci or C. So in finding C, we have the formula C is equal to square root of a squared minus b squared. So let us solve, compute for the value of C. So ang a natin is equal to square root of 61. Square root of 61 square root of 61 squared minus b ang okay, so we can just write, pwede na agad natin sulat direct yung ating, because we have a squared is equal to 61, so we have 61 minus ang b squared natin ay 36. So is 61 minus 36 is equal to square root of 25, then square root of 25 is equal to 5. Okay, so the value of c is equal to 5. So ngayon alamin natin ang foci, the coordinates of the foci. So from the center we have 5 units to the left and 5 units to the right. So by counting, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the f sub 1 with the coordinate of -3, -5. Then from this center, so we have 5 units to the right. Okay, so from the center, so we have 5 units to the right. So let us count 5 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 7. Then -5. So this is our f sub 2 with the coordinates 7 and -5. So therefore the coordinates of the foci f sub 1, the coordinates are -3, -5, and the coordinates of foci f sub 2 are 7 and -5. So we already solved the given problem.